is going to come out on top? We'll find out in just a few. Winter, we got ourselves the Beastmaster yet again. Cuckoo on another one of his crazy heroes that he loves to play. I guess Beastmaster's not that crazy anymore. But it's a life stealer. I feel like I haven't seen this in a while. I'm curious to see what Natsumi does on it. What do you think about the two drafts?
Life stealer's good against Gyrocopter, but he's against Lasso, Trion Ultimate, and the Beastmaster Raw. So he's gonna get stunned a lot in the team fight. Maybe SNY is gonna help him, give him some status with this.
SNY, maybe go Satanic for maximum amount of life to steal, but we'll have to see if that's going to be the crazy build they go for. Game number 2, elimination match. Hypothetically, we'll see if GeekFam has what it takes to keep on in the series, or if it's going to be Adroit winning 2-0. Let's find out now.
This is gonna sting.
Prepare for battle.
Stop this man.
And we're back into the game now as we get ready to go. It is off to the races for Mr. Zephyr playing on his tree, already with the Orb of Venom, ready to just punch people in the face very hard. That's what we love to see in these games. Boomy going to be playing on his Tiny already, got his boots early. So Winter, you're telling me that you feel like it's hard to play Lifestealer into just like massive amounts of BKB Piercing Disable, which I would heavily agree with. They do have some amount of save at least, like CML is there for the Venge. I don't know, maybe like the Clockwork Lifestealer bombs can make it work though. What do you think?
It's good against the Gyro. That one I can agree to it. But I don't think it's that free of a Lifestealer game. The Venge can deal with the swap, but the Raw, the Trion Ultimate is still going to be very, very annoying for him. And you don't really want to get a Manta to dispel the Trion Ultimate, because that item is not very good on Lifestealer. Maybe you would get a Halberd.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what the build is going to be as a whole. Like, do we go back to the old days of like Radiance Lifesteal, or is that just completely dead?
Don't think that item is that good on Lifestealer this game. And generally, you kind of want to build cheap items so that you can fight much better. The Radiance is good only against I think Illusion Heroes. If you are dealing with Illusion Heroes as Lifestealer, then the Radiance would be a viable option.
Okay. You just got, Manta stuck in my mind, and I was thinking like, oh man, Manta Radiance, let's go. Everybody just pretend to be Naga Siren from 4 years ago. But we'll have to see.
Builds. I don't think anyone builds Manta Radiance anymore now.
No, it's sad. Oh, Spectre.
Sad?
Spectre built it.
It's sad?
Spectre built it. Yeah. I will say Spectre's is a little bit different, though. It's a very different type of Manta Radiance.
It's more like the disgusting Manta Radiance, The Spectre is more like fighting Manta Radiance.
Right.
He doesn't use it the same way as Naga.
No. Should keep our eyes here on the mid lane. Mac playing on his Ember Spirit, going up against Carl, who is now playing on the Batrider mid. So a little bit of a change up from the Queen of Pain that we saw in the last game.
We saw this matchup yesterday. Your Parch against Moon, and the Ember was able to survive this lane.
He was able to get a solo kill, in fact, if I remember correctly. Off of just a little bit too aggressive of plays from the Batrider. The change also that we saw in the patch for Batrider, I think makes this a little bit easier at the early levels now. You don't have that 70% reduction of the turn rate. It makes it a lot easier, I think.
That's a big deal for the lane. 40, 50, 60, 70. I mean, I guess the Batrider was just too good in the laning phase to a certain degree. I mean, it's still good, like the turn rate reduced by like 40%, it's like almost half of it. It's still annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Top lane, Zephyr, gonna get pushed back a little bit there. He throws out the Nature's Grasp. It's so hard to trade when you're just standing here in the grasp as a treant, and with that CML, not really able to get that much more pressure onto him. He's gonna have to tango and then head on back through the trees. Cuckoo in the meantime is trying to chase down the courier, realizes that's not gonna happen, but now Zephyr continuing to chase with this Orb of Venom, has a Fairy Fire as well. The creep wave was still living though, so they weren't able to aggro onto the Treant.
He's actually going for a very aggressive build with the lead seed at level 2, so he has no points in the armor. He just wants to maximize the pressure that he can do in the lane. And his bench support, you can do nothing against the Treant. Sad life. He punches you, you cannot trade. You stun him, you don't feel good using your 100 mana.
I mean, none of these lanes right now are going well for Adroit. They're kind of just losing all three. And CML is likely just at, although he did walk into tower range. CML now walking away from Cuckoo. They will be able to bring him down. So Cuckoo drawing that first blow by Natsumi. Can he chase down this Beastmaster? Nice. His way through the trees. Trying to chase a little bit further. What? Oh my god, they got the solo kill on the Ember again. Carl went down mid. Natsumi might end up paying for his transgressions though. So they will be able to kill Natsumi. Cuckoo chased. Oh my god, CML's gonna die too. CML, no. He runs away from him. But they got that kill mid. He dove too far.
Yeah, that was what happened to Nana, if I remember correctly too. He dove for the Ember when he was when he had like what, I think 5 or 6 stacks of napalm, and the same thing happened. Someone TP'd in, and the Pet Rider died.
Now they might lose another one
to kill people under the tower because of the bonus armor, a little bit of bonus regen.
They managed to blow up Whitemon. Yeah, that bonus HP regen, everything. People underestimating the extent to which you can sustain. But top lane definitely going well for GeekFam. Yep. But now they're starting to catch up in other places, it looks like. Nature's Grasp again on the CML up top, and Zephyr is just going to beat him out of the lane. Does have a salve though for CML at least.
Well, he's having a very, very tough time at top. Lifesteal isn't farming that well. He's getting pressured a lot. And here comes the Boomy rotation. When my partner's in trouble, time to give him a helping hand.
That is super scouted though, as they're trying to secure these runes, and Zephyr...
You say scouted, but...
Yeah? Oh my god, Cuckoo tried to go for it, is not going to be able to walk away from this easily. Alright, well, just TP's out then instead, back to the tower. And in the end, it does look like Adroit is going to end up getting 3 runes, and also finding the kill onto Whitemon afterwards, so... You know, it's still looking kind of rough. This Gyrocopter is complete and total free farm. But...
You think they saw the tiny coming, but no. They still wanted to fight the rune.
Yeah.
So what does the Gyrocopter build here? What is your item? Because you don't go Maelstrom anymore. You don't. So you what? You go S? Do you go S and Y or you go X S and Y? I actually don't really know what's the build.
For the Gyro?
Yeah. What do you do now?
I think, like, against this lineup, lifesteal feels very important with the Aghanims, because he's going to be disabled for a little bit. So, like, he needs to live long enough to pop Satanic.
You're talking about the lines SMY, Satanic at some point. Aghanims, SMY, Satanic with maybe a BKB.
Yeah, but I don't know if he does any damage then, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. Maybe like a casual Javelin somewhere.
He just needs to stand in front.
Yeah.
Everyone else in his team can do damage. Top lane. Oh, TP got cancelled. His TP got cancelled.
Hold on. Yeah, CML's just gonna die. Natsumi is gonna have to chill. And Mac actually gonna pop the regen rune and start running up here with the 3 remnants available. Is he gonna try and kill Whitemon? He doesn't have Glimpse Up and available. So they get the Sleight of Fist out.
He needs to change.
It's unfortunate for Mac. A rotation into no kill. Doesn't feel great. Toss back bottom. Bach. He didn't even need the hook shot to get the initiation off. And now Raven dropping down low. Raven in trouble. Raven getting away. And Whitemon trying to make the rotation and save his carry. Does that indeed. Well played.
Oh, Bach didn't manage to get the scout with the rocket flare. He had actually hook shot up. So could have gone for the kill if he had the vision. Top lane. Here comes the Ember. Again.
Down. Does he get lucky? Doesn't get lucky. Not able to get the chains there.
What was that? 5 units? So he actually had a 50-50 shot. Because he was 2 out of 5.
I will say, I think if Cuckoo gets chained there, he just GG's and leaves the game. It's tilting.
I mean, sometimes shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
You get angry, but you still gotta play the game.
That's what you think, Winter.
That's what I think. That's what you should do.
Yeah, it's true.
Stop whining and play the game.
Just
Oh, he got a DD again. Oh, he
hook
got the
shot.
stack.
Bottom lane, Bach
No
finding
glimpse.
Whitemon. He's going to try and chase him down, and that's going to be another kill. Bach. Pretty good start here.
Oh yeah, I haven't really talked about the core clockwork. I think the reason why clockwork is a core this game is because of the gyro. Clockwork is a very, very good counter pick against gyro. And you build blade, which absolutely destroys the gyrocopter.
Yeah. I wonder how much that's going to force Raven to change his game. Because all those items we were talking about doesn't really solve like a clockwork hook shot blade mail.
That's true. So maybe you go one item into BKB. But if that one item you're going is X, I'm not sure if you want to build BKB after the X. You probably want to build it next after another item, like a damage item or a scaling item.
Yeah, this clockwork's actually a really annoying pick for him. It's such a cool idea.
It forces you to get BKB when you don't want to.
Yeah.
Or you can just play on the fact that hope the disruptor gets the glimpse every time on him. Sometimes you gotta use your teammates, man, as a carry.
Use them. Get them done. Boomy.
Toss.
They toss him onto him. Raven gets hit by the open wounds, trying to move in with Boomy. Avalanche is going to connect, throwing everything they can. Cuckoo has the roar, though. Mac now shows up. Sleight of Fist is available. They're not deciding to use the roar. Instead, throw out the stun. They've lost Boomy already. CML get the bonus damage, bringing in the clockwork afterwards. He's still got hook shot available. Natsumi jumps inside of CML to keep him alive, trying to pull him in closer, and the big infest to keep him out. Now the chase down Mac. Everybody's down super low, and Cuckoo also going to end up falling down. Do they manage to get the kill? The roar is there, but the illusions are chasing, and they will find him. So in the end, 3 for 1, and that one was CML.
Yeah, they got too greedy, way too greedy. They didn't want to use the raw on the bench, so they kept chasing, and in the end, he baited his team into a very awkward position because he wanted to save the raw for a +1 kill, you know. Sometimes you get greedy.
Dire's middle tower is under
Raven, DD, gonna be denied. And yeah, again, he's pretty farmed, but it just feels like he needs so many items in this early game. I don't know, when he gets like fully stacked up, do you think that he's gonna be the strongest core in the game?
Lifestealer is stronger than him.
Yeah.
It's just that Lifestealer is up against counters, but like you said, there's solutions towards the counters. They can get a Lotus later, they can get a swap for the lasso. I think Lotus is going to be a very crucial item for the clock to buy at some point. Hookshot, is he going to try? He knows the trend is around.
He's thinking.
Behind, get strong.
Oh, go for it all. Bach, do it for one time. He's not going to do it. That'd be crazy. Top lane, Cuckoo's playing his role, has the catapult,
Dire's
the
top
Necrobook
tower
level
is
1,
under
and is
attack.
just going to start to beat down in the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And in the
Radiant's
meantime,
structures
Zephyr
are fortified.
being very annoying on this Treant. Very, very annoying. And at the same time, GeekFam are actually going in mid lane as well. So
Dire's
they're
top
forcing
tower is
2
under
lanes
attack.
simultaneously,
Radiant's bottom
and they
tower
gotta be
is under
real
attack.
careful on Raven
Dire's
here.
top tower.
Whitemon is likely dead as they do have the stun. And what? Okay. Oh, they tried to do the swap play and they timed it a little bit off. So CML thought about swapping out with Boomy there to save his own life, but besides that is not the right play, and they will not be able to get the free tower.
How can he put his partner in danger? How can he?
Dire's middle tower
Raven gets
has
the tower. Well played. So 2 for 1 tower exchange. Okay.
So what's our Lifestealer going? He went for what, Millsong? Did he actually build a Millsong?
He has something coming out. Dead item.
I mean, I guess it's... If you talk about Lifestealer and farming items, you don't really have too many options.
Yeah. A lot of the other ones that have been picked up have been like sort of javelins into MKBs, but MKB first time on Life Story sounds terrible.
Yep. No bueno.
No point. No. That's right. Well, Cuckoo gonna get caught here. An avalanche with the pull down. Raven showing up, doing a good bit of damage. Cuckoo trying to get out of there, and he is going to be able to make his way out. Bach now trying to TP out of there as well, and he's gonna complete his TP. Boomy throws Whitemon away from himself. Oh, and then Matt comes in and cleans up Cuckoo. Now the turn, they get the glimpse back, Zephyr and Whitemon, but Mac has shown up and has chased him down, and Lifestealer is inside of a creep and running after them as well. It's got so much movement speed, they might actually be able to find Zephyr here afterwards. Infest pops out, they got him in the root, and now the beatdown is going to commence as they will eventually find him. Oh, and that was really well done. Able to get out of there as well with the illusion rune. And they had to cancel the TP afterwards. Boomy barely living as the Necro Archer is chasing him. And CML is going to move on in there afterwards.
Yeah, he all started with the initiation on the beast, and the tiny sort of like he was a little bit overzealous that he just threw his spell. He thought the beast was gonna die instead of trying to use his Q and W, the avalanche toss together, so you get the bonus damage. And it allowed Cuckoo to, I think he survived with 50 HP because they didn't have enough damage to burst him, and he got the raw off. But that kind of worked against their team because they decided to stick around and fight, and that's when the Ember came in on time to clean up the kills. If Cuckoo died at the start, I think they would have decided not to fight. Probably.
It's weird how that works, right? Like they just buy enough time to bring the numbers, and then the fight works out for them. But
sometimes things just don't go according to plans, and you have to adapt.
It does kind of feel like that's been the story of GeekFam in this game, in a way, and in the series, in fact.
Runes. Time for the juicy runes.
Think that they do not know about, well, it feels like they kind of know about the smoke, the way that they're playing. CML is going to be there to break the smoke on all of them. Max shows up now. Let's get a pretty good vision of everybody, but Bach is going to be there in just a moment as well. They've already used the Disruptor ulti, bringing them down low and finding the kill on the Lifestealer as well. Bach couldn't get there in time, and they just blew up 3.
I don't think they knew.
Huge.
I don't think they knew yet.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Dire's bottom
probably not.
is under attack.
That was a good stun there by the gyro.
Dire's structures are
He used his homing missile on the bench instead of the Ember, and he got the bench in time, so he couldn't swap the Ember out of the Static Storm, and they were able to kill him.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Very,
attack.
very well done.
So he's indeed going BKB after the Aghanims on the gyro.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay.
Like you said, it's a tough situation, right? You're playing against a Clockwork. You wanna get a BKB.
Yeah, but you don't at the same time. But maybe it's going to end up working out. Like if he can weather that storm and and then just depend, I guess, upon the rest of his cores to lock down the Lifestealer, maybe he's going to be able to make that stuff happen. Like that last fight that we saw. Natsumi's going to need to deal with that. He needs to have an answer to Disruptor ulti.
Yeah, like I said earlier about the graph, the gyro is kind of like the front line. Even though you're talking about the lack of damage if you go Aghanims BKB, but everyone else on his team can contribute some form of damage.
Radiant are
So all he
scanning.
needs to do is just stay in front, take all the damage.
Oh, Mac. Remnant's out of there. Glimpse comes afterwards, gets the other Remnant, and then he's away. Carl's still thinking about chasing. They have the root underneath the tower. Look at the damage. Oh, Carl barely going to live there, but now the fight's going out. Baki misses the hook shot to escape, and now they're going to be able to find him dead. So another pickup there. GeekFam fighting back in this game number 2 with their tournament life in the line. It's a 3,000 gold lead for them, and they are starting to build some momentum. This is what they need if they want to stay in the tournament.
Tiny, bye-bye.
They will be able to find him and kill him afterwards, it looks like as well.
Dire's
So Boom
courier
drops,
has been killed.
and GeekFam continue to control the map.
It's very, very hard for the Dire team to win a head-on clash right now. If the Radiant team is ready, everyone's in position. Because their lineup doesn't have like a big team fight hero, right? Compared to GeekFam's, like they have the Treant, they have the Disruptor.
Oh, and Natsumi, he gets the rage off there. Oh, and they might have gone a bit too far. As Mac, oh jeez, that cosmetic is amazing. The hook shot, gonna try and find that back line, and they found two of them. Zephyr is gonna be the only one caught as Batrider immediately waddles his way on the other side of that one. Bach living barely by virtue of that flame break.
Dire's
Wow,
top
Roy
tower
stopped the
is under
Roche.
attack.
The Treant actually has a Veil, and he gone for a Max Leech Seed and Max Nature's Grass.
No pointy living armor tree.
Is under attack.
No problem.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, they've only taken one tower.
It's not just for the tower game, huh? It's for the heroes too.
It doesn't need that either.
Nice.
Cuckoo's dead though. They only had tree armor. But I think it wouldn't have mattered very much there. It wouldn't have mattered there at all. I like the tree build a lot.
You're not a tree player.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, you're actually a tree player. You can see it.
The tree is?
No.
Oh my god. Oh, Winter, no. What a terrible pun.
But you are an offlane player.
Yeah, I am an offline player. That took me a second to get. Oh god. I do love some good puns though. But you gotta just boo. Carl trying to chase down Natsumi, jumps inside the creep. Lasso this, I tell ya. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I missed that. I missed that line.
That's
Korean
good.
line. Yeah. It's very tilting, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Natsumi, no way to get him out.
Okay, he is very strong right now with the Maelstrom and the Halberd. It is go time. So what did the Ember go for? Did he go for Desolator or he...
Dire's
BKB.
top tower
So
is
he's
under
BKB?
attack.
Okay.
No.
Okay, go
I'll have
time.
that one done. They
go
don't
time.
have Infest though. They had to use it to make sure the life store did not die earlier.
It's okay. It's not that important of a spell.
Fair enough. They find Carl, able to catch him. Cuckoo there with the roar, but the avalanche taunts. Nicely played. They managed to find the roar afterwards. On to Mac. BKB used, not doing anything in the duration of this 10-second BKB. CML still chasing. They find themselves one. It's on the tree, and Zephyr is going to fall afterwards. Well done. 2 dead. Now afterwards, with Venge gone, what more can a droid find? Maybe mid?
Can't really do rush with their heroes, so they have to just go over towers.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That does feel to be the idea. Whitemon does have Static Storm available with Raven nearby. I think Natsumi has to rage this one if he... Yeah, he's going to rage it.
Radiant's middle tower is fortified.
Otherwise, could have potentially be brought down.
I'm not sure about using cooldowns like this anymore, because it's a pretty long cooldown.
Speedy rule of haste.
It's a 90-second
Radiant's
cooldown.
middle tower is under
Yeah, I
attack.
feel like right now it's a bit more punishing if you're pretty okay with just spamming the ulti for farming or just pushing out creep waves, you know. It's not a... I don't think you can use it as liberal as before, where the cooldown was, what, 40 seconds? 50 seconds?
Yeah, it was like a boat. It was crazy.
Dire are scanning.
But they increased the damage of it slightly on the
Right.
second missile.
Which I like. I think that it's a better type of ulti. Using an ulti just to like farm up big stacks always felt very strange to me.
But that's the hero before. You could just snowball from taking all these small fights and speed farming. I
Right.
feel like I like the old one with less damage but less cooldown.
Yeah. They did bring down the cooldown of Flat Cannon as well, so trying to play Gyro as more of a right clicker, it feels like.
Yeah.
With occasional big team fight spells. Avalanche, Zephyr, tossing him. They're getting him, and Mac trying to find the kill, but the overgrowth comes out, and you don't want to have to use a BKB charge for that. Oh, that was well done. Gets the little damage out onto the tree afterwards. It was very well done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And with that,
Dire's structures are
2,000 gold lead for GeekFam being whittled away slowly but steadily. I mean, I'm curious to see what they do with Raven now. Like, BKB Aghanim's feels like, okay, now I probably am not going to die. But it's like, do they want to take fights with this, or do they just want to try and let him be able to keep farming? I'm not sure what the goal is for GeekFam now.
So the thing is, they're gonna run into damage issues right now because of the BKB on the Ember and the Rage on the Lifestealer. They don't really have enough right-click damage. I mean, that's pretty much the Echo Book. And some right-click damage from the gyro. Not much, but there is some.
Yeah.
They have to rely on, I think, the initiation. They need to get the jump. I think if they kill the bench right off the bat, usually it's not a good idea to kill the bench right off the bat. Usually, but it's a support bench, so you have to take her out, remove the swap, so that you can use the lasso or the raw onto the lifestealer safely.
Yeah. Well, Natsumi next. He actually is going to be going back for the Manta, actually. So opting to go for that more defensive item and just allow himself
Against the Trian is something that you kind of always think about, you know. And you want one of your supports or offlaner to get a Lotus Orb at some point. It's a big item for a support to get.
Thinking about going in now. 5 seconds until Infest is back up again. Lifestealer ready to jump into Bach at a moment's notice, but they find Cuckoo, and he again is going to be caught and killed, roared, and they actually get the hook shot through him afterwards, swapping in Carl, and a secondary swap to pull him back in even closer. Lasso, but it's not looking like enough. Carl is just going to die. Oh my word. A droid take down 2 and force out a bunch of spells. This is looking very nice for them again.
I think he can't really push up with his hero there. I mean, it's very dangerous for the beast. Everyone was missing, and the Beastmaster was pushing out the mid lane. And usually you don't want to be doing that. Or if you want to do that, because it's a dangerous place, right? You do it just with your creeps or your Necrobook. You don't show your hero anywhere near the area. I think once he got caught, there was no way they could have taken any fights.
Well, it feels like Boomy's doing a really good job of making sure that he's in a position to catch that one hero through and like find the toss. Like there's a lot of summons around Beastmaster. Being able to like single him out.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think that only happened because he was not playing cautiously enough, you know, because you don't see anyone on the map. And you understand that you're pushing a place that's very near to enemy territory, so you shouldn't use your actual hero to do it, or at least you just hide far away. Just let your summons do your job. And now they're gonna smoke up. It's time that they find an initiation on their own. The Trian has a dagger right now. That's a big item. Paradise travels to join the fight. He has DD.
And they are, Whitemon, does he catch vision of CML? He will, and decides not to glimpse. The rest of his team is named back to Oh, man.
How fast is this?
It's going, but the hook shot is available. They're moving in closer. A DD pop from Carl. They're trying to get, I don't know about that. This is looking really deadly. They got to get the heck out of there. Yeah, and GeekFam are wisely going to back out.
Not too much of a risk against Carl.
Zephyr, scouted, missing the hook shot, but they find him afterwards. The big old jump there. Now Natsumi, does he get hit by the second one? Trying to go in for the lasso, but the slowdown afterwards from the open wounds. They have the roar onto the Ember, but they toss maybe away. They toss him out. Back is going to live. They get the stun afterwards. Disruptor ulti's down, doing some pretty good damage, but they have their BKBs already out and the rage available as well. They are tearing them apart one by one by one. Raven will escape, but everyone else will die, and into the pit they roll. A droid looking to try and keep their place in this tournament.
You saw the issues with damage there. They didn't have enough damage to kill off the Ember. Like, not enough right-click damage. He popped his BKB, he got, I think he got Rod, he got Lassoed, right? Both of the ultimates were on the Ember, but they still couldn't finish off the Ember.
Radiant structures are
And
fortified.
it's interesting too, right? Because it's such a battle of vision. Where I think with the Beastmaster, you're setting up for like the longer plays, figuring out where to smoke with the Call of the Wild and maintaining vision. The Clockwork in that instance was just put the flare up, jump everybody, and it worked better for them. I think that there wasn't a hawk in position in the over there. It's just the tree that was scouting.
But I felt like they kind of knew it was coming because they were actually posturing around the edges of the high ground. So they knew. Yeah, they definitely had some semblance of idea that the Dire is coming in.
Definitely.
Just felt that way. It was just like maybe they were not on the same page on who to go for. And I don't think the Gyro got even one right click off the Ember when he was lasso and roared. He was focusing on another hero.
Right. Yeah, it's tough. And I mean, even if he was focusing them down, Raven just does not have that much damage right now. Does pick up a Titan Sliver. That's a really nice pickup for him.
Yeah, that's great. That's actually the perfect neutral item for him.
That is totally what he needed. Because otherwise, things are looking real scary.
Yeah, Gaben's trying to keep the game interesting.
Is under attack.
Again, we do have a lot of ways to keep the gyrocopter alive, but now it's just a sort of keeping everybody else alive afterwards that they got to do. Make sure that the fight is not lost before it even begins.
They just have to fight, be disciplined and fight around the Gyro. Because like you said, right, even though he doesn't have a lot of damage, but he's the only right click damage.
Avalanche toss yet again, jump in, blow up Cuckoo, why not? Meanwhile, the hook shot on top of the lasso, Raven, in the midst of all of it. He's the one that's being initiated on now. Can they kill him off? It's BKB is there, Overgrowth afterwards, but Raven just has to run away. And, I mean, they're slowing down the game a little bit, but it's not enough. They're losing hero after hero, and Adroit just continue to grab a stranglehold on the game.
First, again, when you have Beastmaster, you should have a return advantage. You should know that something is happening because they don't see anyone on the map. But this time, I'm pretty sure they didn't know what was coming. Because the Beastmaster, he actually just ran up the Malturian area. He just walked up right away. Like he wasn't really expecting a smoke gank to come, So they just didn't know. And the moment he gets jumped, the fight is over. He cannot take the fight anymore.
Them trying to delay this game and hope and dream of putting all of their eggs in the Raven basket. Who is getting closer and closer to that Satanic.
10 minutes. He needs 10 minutes. Satanic and finish the Rapier.
Start the Rapier.
Okay, fine. Start the Rapier. Okay, fine. I know he doesn't have anything yet.
Oh, poor
I
Cuckoo.
say 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's true. Oh, they're bringing in the Bat Rider too. TP onto the Hawk. He's rooted. He's stunned. They're thinking about getting out of there, but the sandwich. Oh, the sandwich. Oh, they got Raven for the moment, but he's living. But the jumping comes from Bowie. He's so low before the fight even begins. Zephyr, he has Overgrowth back up in 5 seconds if they can make it work. This is maybe their chance. Raven down so low, though, it is going to die. 70 seconds on the sideline. They lose their carry, their core, and most of their team fight. And now it's going to be a tier 2 tower assaulted.
Right, that is like
Radiant's
one
top tower is
foot
under
in the
attack.
coffin already for GEEKFAM because the Gyro died there. It was his first death of the game, but because of the state of the game, it was very, very, very costly for the whole team.
Can you imagine if that root was just like off cooldown a second earlier or something, That might save his life there.
Yeah, maybe. But like everyone says, Dota is a game of seconds.
Well, this is the second game, and it's not looking like they're going to have a second chance here. GEEKFAM, things are looking really tough.
Tomorrow, maybe.
I mean, well, no, this is the lower bracket.
Oh, okay.
This is a tough one, man.
Okay, next event.
There's always another game of Dota. Yeah, it's true. It's a good mentality to have.
it's a new patch, you know. Sometimes stuff happen. You don't really understand. I mean, they were on a good run before this until the patch came.
It was interesting. Adroit and GeekFam were my two dark horses to win the whole tournament.
And then Gaben decided, no,
We're gonna have a patch.
we want to make sure Gabe doesn't get it right.
That's right.
There can only be one Gaben.
Double damage empowers me.
Whitemon. They get the missile onto him. There is no chance for a follow-up, and now he's got an Aghanims on this Ember. Yeah, this is looking tough.
Radiant's
DD
middle tower
Aghanim
has fallen.
Scepter with the BKB on Mac. This guy's got a gem and everything. He is ready to party.
In some ways, I feel like he's the hidden gem of this team.
Yeah?
He's someone that we don't really talk about a lot when we always mention this team, but especially for me, I always talk about the supports, the offlaner, which is being lesser right now. Nothing to talk about.
He's still got his DD wearing out though in a second. Bach gets his blade mail off, does some damage, not enough. They kill off one. Can they bring down Mac? Avalanche toss. Natsumi jumps in. They immediately manta off the root on the Lifestealer, chasing forward, finding the bash, because yeah, he's got a basher on top of everything else. Swaps back in. Carl needs another couple punches, but he gets the blink away. And now Raven, left all alone into his own devices, is able to get off the BKB satanic because he's actually life stealing a lot. But this is against a life stealer. Does he find the bash? No bashes
No
in
swap.
all of that.
No more swap, but you still see, right? The gyro timed his BKB as late as possible. He
Oh, yeah.
actually used it at the best possible moment, but they still couldn't do enough damage to finish anyone off.
And look at Zephyr. Finds the pickoff onto CML, who's just taking his time getting out of the jungle and gets beaten down by the tree.
The bat actually did a really good job in initiating. Carl jumped in. He lassoed. He lassoed the. I can't remember who was it. The life stealer. And then he used his use on the bench, so he couldn't swap. But still, given everything that went perfectly initially, they still didn't have enough damage to finish the fight.
Well, it shows the strength of this lineup if they can find that initiation on GeekFam. Dota is still so much a game of lockdown, and they have a ton of it.
But if you have lockdown and not enough damage, what does the lockdown do?
Right. You know how you get that damage,
Radiant's
don't
bottom
you?
tower
What,
is
rapier?
under attack.
Raven's working on it. He's doing it.
Does he have time though? That's the question.
Yeah.
Time waits for no
Dire's
one.
top tower is under attack.
Adroit might have to wait for someone, though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Mr.
attack.
Roshan, maybe?
Radiant's
2.5
bottom
minute
tower
cooldown
has
for it.
fallen.
I didn't know you need
Dire's
Roshan's
top
permission to
tower
end the
is
game.
under attack.
Maybe you don't. All right. Do you think they can end it without Roche?
Maybe. They kill them all?
Dire's
Okay.
top tower has
That's a
fallen.
good call. We'll see if they do it. It's a
Dire's
big
turret
cross-map
has
smoke coming right now.
There's always this thing called just kill them, lol.
Just kill them, lol. And they're going to find
Dire's top
Zephyr and
tower
kill
is
him.
under attack.
Lol. That was nice, by the way. They passed over the gem onto Bach. I think that the Ember had it earlier. But as he was TPing in, they handed it over to the...
No slots for cheap items like gem.
and they're going to chase down and kill off Whitemon. So that's two of them dead. And a double
Radiant's
catapult
bottom
wave.
tower is under attack.
Double the fun.
Why are they needing?
Doesn't look like...
Huh?
They don't feel comfortable with it. They're taking their time.
2 heroes dead. Okay, that was very, very conservative by Adroit.
Yeah.
Oh, at least I thought they would try to poke. Okay, that makes sense because there's a trend. So if you can't kill the tower, why poke? Okay. I'm an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. Adroit's just very, very smart.
It's just
good
a
thing
nice
to
way of
find.
saying I'm an idiot.
You gotta put it in the nicest terms, Winter. Come on, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
Okay, you can be honest.
I am honest.
I don't want
They're
to
very,
be
very
right.
smart. 37 minutes. Next tier of neutrals as well, I believe. That's a tier 4 items ready and available. Ooh, they got a Lotus on the Tiny too.
Yeah, that's the money item this game. Counters everything on Radiant. Everything.
Leveler.
Until the Disruptor has an Aghanim, then he counters everything.
You know, Raven is getting dangerously close to this Rapier, as they will kill off the Disruptor yet again, trying to get some vision down.
I actually feel the Rapier. Do they have armor, aura? Okay, it actually might mean a lot. There's no AC, there's not much armor items.
Clockwork is about to have a Crimson Guard. He's having it delivered right now.
That's huge. That's really good against Gyro. Good itemization.
Oh, and a DD up top. That also is real nice for Adroit right now, as they are walking into the pit. Roche half HP, so GeekFam
needs to buy the Rapier. GeekFam just needs to buy the Rapier. He cannot afford to save buyback. Just YOLO.
I think he's feeling the same way, especially when they know that Roche is coming. Now, here's the other big question that I got for you. Does he keep the Titan Sliver, or does he pick up the Leveler for himself?
Titan Sliver? Better? No, he got something else.
Illusion Escape. I think he gets the
Radiant's
Leveler.
courier has been killed.
Sounds really good to me.
I mean, the status resistance is nice on
Dire's
the
bottom
Sliver.
tower is under attack.
Not sure about the Illusion Escape. 14 strength, 14
Radiant's
agility.
top tower is under attack.
Well, they're pressuring top, and Raven gonna move his way in here. Does have the Rapier ready and is gonna be assembled. He did not do the accidental sell Rapier button that I've seen somebody else do before.
Who?
God, I don't remember. It was a while ago.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah, I don't want to flame players. Oh, and with the Illusionist Clay here, look at that. He's gonna try and bait it out. This is pretty nice. Let's see if they fall for the bait or not.
But you just said Adroit is really smart.
It's true. You can be smart and fall for a bait. It's
So
just
then you're
smarter
not-
bait than the other ones. Nobody is ever stupid or dumb, Winter. The other team is always making the right move.
Dire are scanning.
Nobody makes mistake, yeah?
Oh, they make mistakes. The mistake had to be capitalized on. The positivity that we're looking for. Ooh, Bat Rider got a BKB now. Boomy. God, everybody's running so fast. 500 movement speed. And Zephyr. Okay, they started off a big jump. Ember in some trouble. Do they have enough to bring him down, though? It doesn't quite look like it. He's trying to walk away from there. Cheese is going to be popped. Disarm, though, onto Aghanims. Doesn't really work that way. A lot of damage onto the rest of Adroit. Raven trying to bring them down, beat them down. He's still turning. Look at the damage out from this gyrocopter. That's a Rapier, but no more Satanic left. Trying to kite him, trying to kill him, trying to do it all. Raven's doing it all. He kills another. Triple kill. Is it going to be enough to chase down Natsumi? It doesn't look like they want to tempt fate. Raven is going to back out to the side, but that is Rapier Gaming. And he wants another Aghanims. He doesn't care.
Wait, the Clockwork didn't pop his Crimson and he just died. I think if he was able to pop the Crimson, it would have been a huge game changer in the fights. Maybe someone doesn't get bursted by the gyro and you get off another round of spells. They were also close to dying.
Oh, Winter. I'm getting the itch. I'm feeling like this game has some legs to it. Do you think we can see it go the distance?
It's definitely possible, but I think that Dire needs to just initiate properly and save their... I think they have to save some of their disables for the gyro.
Yeah.
Because there's no save mechanic right on the Radiant team except for living armor, which is not exactly a save. So if they just focus on the gyro, they kill him. Like, he's the only hero that matters.
Right. Well, and, I mean, the other thing that I'm seeing here is that Lifestealer, he's sort of specced into evasion talent, the Heaven's Halberd for evasion, you know, and that Rapier doesn't care about that. It's going to be interesting to see how this
Your
goes.
attacks cannot miss when you have Rapier.
Yeah.
Nice.
DD. because he needs more damage apparently.
Yeah, time to take a fight. Smoke, let's go.
They're gonna
Oh,
go
it's
for
under
it.
a ward. It was under a ward. Is Dyer going to take the counter bait? Oh no, they are.
Oh my god, these guys are insane.
Didn't they just saw it, did you?
This is so crazy. Cuckoo's the one that breaks the smoke first. Carl trying to get up to the high ground. Avalanche toss. Natsumi is there. Yule Scepter keeping him alive and well. DD Gyrocopter still very much a problem. CML going to be pulled back in to get the Crimson Guard off this time. Look at the damage. The Static Storm is down. Silence afterwards. Still doing damage with that Aghanim Scepter and bringing down Natsumi. He's dead. That's Aegis #1. Mac now trying to back away, trying to remnant out. The Aghanims keeps him alive. And it was 2 buybacks from both teams. But look at
whose buyback was more expensive? Okay, so the mid Bear Rider and roughly the same. But the Gyro is actually a beast right now. He's doing it. They need another Halberd.
another one.
Yeah.
Gotta get it.
I think they should get one more.
Just dropped a Witless Shackle on the ground over there, not even bothering to pick it up. Bach ends up getting it afterwards.
The game is definitely getting interesting. They also need like assault curious. They need armor auras. They don't have assault. Ember is getting a refresher.
Oh, interesting.
He just wants to burst him down.
Yeah.
Triple remnant.
What's that? Isn't it 5? Am I wrong? Yeah, it's 5 charges. So 10 remnants.
Oh, I'm 10.
Let's pull Boomy back in. Missile's gonna get sent back to Raven afterwards. They have the lap though, swapped out afterwards. Control, Bach is on top of him with the blade mail. He's doing some good damage. They have to save on to the moment though, because he's still got the Satanic afterwards. Natsumi trying to kill off all of the rest of them. Mac chases forward on Cuckoo. They're still doing a lot of damage here, and the Gyro isn't even able to do all that much. Now the turn though, Raven finds him, and with that Static Storm down as well, they get Natsumi. A triple kill for Raven. Taking down Boomy Ultra afterwards and running down the mid lane. GeekFam waited perfectly. That turn was superb.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they have a very, very severe gyrocopter problem. He's very, very good at using his BKB. He's just choosing the right moments. If he doesn't use his BKB correctly in the fights, he could have actually gone down there.
Are fortified.
He's very, very patient with the BKB.
Really well played. And now looking for an opening here, Boomy trying to find somebody out of position, but there's nobody there. And the other thing is that even if they buy back, you've got, the Ember and the Lifestealer around. That are still dead. They can buy back, but I don't know. I'm not sure if you really want to buy back at that point.
I think the Lifestealer should get an assault actually. I don't think he should finish the Mjolnir. He needs armor. He actually has no armor items. You look at his build, he has no armor items.
Yeah, they have like lads and stuff like that. Venge is going for the not Spirit Vessel.
Bro, Vlads gives no armor.
Oh, that's true. Good call. Wait, yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god. I'm playing
Where's
so
the
much
armor?
of the game.
Where's the armor? Tell me where.
It's the other one. Medallion is what I meant, definitely. I'm not gonna get anything past you. Oh my god, there's another DD for Raven, and he's got Abyssal Blade. This dude's gonna be a monster. Oh, glimpse. Oh, they got him pulled back in. They know there's vision there. Swap out, trying to keep the Tiny alive, but CML, he's the next one going down. A DD on Gyrocopter. You guys cannot fight, and they are still chasing. This missile is gonna hit eventually. They've got Glimpse back up again. Oh yeah, and they're throwing the Lincolns onto Bach to make sure that he doesn't get glimpsed. Unreal. Well, at the very least, the Solar Crest will help out once the Venge gets that. But yeah, I kind of agree about that armor for the Lifestealer. I don't know. Everything's just like, they got such small items for Adroit.
You could
Sell the Millstone, get the AC.
Remnants in. Takes it down. Creepwave is gone. Toss back into the tier 4 towers. That's pretty good, but he's got so much SAS resistance. He's got his BKB popped. If they can live through this burst, it might work. But Bach, he's going to miss his hook shot, and Boomy now going to go down as well. There's the Abyssal Blade, and the chase is done. The game is also, I believe, done, as Tiny is dead for 2 minutes. GeekFam are in the base, and they're just going to hit the tier 4 towers. With all of these heroes out of the map, it is too difficult to hold on. They're going to jump in there again. Lifesteal Natsumi, but Raven says no. Zephyr might go down, but afterwards, all the rest of Adroit are in a ton of trouble. Beat down dead, buys back immediately, but it's only the one life left, and Mac also is going to end up falling. He's also got a buyback. They're trying to hold on. In 5 seconds, they got the Venge, but it is GeekFam that are all on top. They turn another Abyssal Blade. Disarm is there, trying to beat him down dead, and Lifestealer afterwards. Well, he does manage to get a stun off. They've got to swap afterwards. Little things here and there, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The Ancient is exposed, and they are all gone. GG called. We're going the distance winner. A full 3-game series in this elimination match. What more could you want?
Radiant
5 series, 5 games, BO5.
BO5. I don't think we can get the teams to agree to that right now. I'm going to be honest.